This might raise a couple of eyebrows. Iran demanding reparations from America for 63 years of what they are calling, quote, spiritual and material damage. Heritage Foundation's Vice President of Foreign and Defense Policy, James Carafano, is with us this morning. I don't think they're going to get the money. I think we're going to dismiss it out of hand, but it raises the whole issue of the Iran-America nuke deal. Seems to me that it's falling to pieces. How can you have behavior like this with an agreement that's just signed?
Yeah, so this is part of the farce of the whole thing is, you know, the administration knew they couldn't make the case that the Iran deal would actually prevent them from getting a nuclear weapon. But they said, oh, it's okay because it's going to reset relations with Iran. Now it's obvious that we're not resetting relations with Iran, and they're like, oh, but we can't do that because it's going to keep them from getting a nuclear weapon, which is just nuts.
Why do they do this? It seems to me there is a tilt towards Iran. And that tilt took place very, very early in the first term of President Obama's presidency. And I don't understand why he did that. Do you?
Yes. Yeah, well, I do. So Obama figured that the answer to the Arab Spring was easy. He was going to engage the more extremist Sunnis, like the Muslim Brotherhood, who weren't terrorists, and they were going to calm that down. And then he was going to the Iranians, and they were going to handle the rest of it. So he basically put his faith in calming the Middle East down in the Muslim Brotherhood and the Iranians, and neither's worked out well.
Seems like he's been burned by the Iranians, just like Jimmy Carter was burned in the late 1970s.
Yeah, but this was very predictable because, remember, in this part of the world, honor is power. You are respected if you are somebody who is strong and resilient. So what the Iranians are doing is not being stupid. They want to make America look weak and feckless. So they use every opportunity to embarrass the hell out of us. And what we do is we say, oh, but we can't mess with this because we're going to upset the Iran deal. But what they're doing is they're using it as propaganda to show that they are a dominant force that's on the rise, and we are a weak force that's in retreat. And it's more than just making the president look like an idiot. In this part of the world where there's this war between Sunni and Shia, the fact that the Americans look like they're tools of the Iranians, and the Iranians are just embarrassing us, our stature is just going to zero, and that's really inflaming the whole destabilization of the region.
Would you say that at this moment Iran and the Shia are winning, hands down?
No, because they still have an absolute crap economy. They're still surrounded by a lot of people that hate them, so they've got their share of challenges. So this is a very containable, defeatable threat. Unfortunately, we've had a president who's basically spent 8 years making it a bigger problem to solve than it needed to be.
And the next president will have to deal with the problem that this president created in Iran.
And Russia and China.
Okay. I don't want to miss anything out, James. I want a full list. You got it for us. James Carafano, come back and see us soon, please. That's good stuff. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.